Well, I think this is tonight's plan. I'm going to try and clean the boot up. It's just covered in surface rust. None of it's really all that bad. I dug away at the seam there and it's still going to survive. So this really wasn't on my earlier plans of things to get onto immediately, but it just seems like a starting point for this evening, I suppose. So here we are. I'm going to start here. So the idea is going to grind it back, prime it, and paint it. Got no indication of holes as such. I'm sure I'll create a few small ones, but they'll be repairable. So yep, time to get the grinder and make some noise, some dust, get into her. Quick look at my selection of bits and pieces tonight. I've already used this guy a fair bit to clean up some of the wheels. He is a ripper. I'm gonna unleash this bad boy for a little bit too, just to get them big flat surfaces. I got this one here, which is a softer bristle. That's going to be for more of the wheel arches and things like that. Underneath just needs a good clean up and paint, so I don't really want to rip out too much of the original paint on that. So he is going to just get rid of all the stuff I don't want, the loose bits, and maintain the rest of it. So that's that. I've got some primer. I'm using Zinc Guard. I just like the zinc based stuff. I've used it a lot in the past and I know how hardy it is. It's always worked well for me on chassis, which are very exposed, so inside the boot and stuff like that's going to be fantastic. A couple of quick dry enamels there. That fellow's already pretty empty. That's what I'm using on the wheels as well. So that's the arse, so that's what we're going to hit it with. We'll start with this guy, I think. He's going to go a treat, bang him on the grinder and just have at it. Alright, just to get started, I'm just going to brush all this loose stuff here, which is a lot of. Get all that into the wheel well here, so that I'm not stirring up what is already loose around the place. Looks like someone's done a little bit of maintenance over the years and tried to keep on top of this, so hopefully that might just be this little thing saving grace a little bit here. Hasn't just been left to rust. A fair old mess going on though. Jeez, look at all of that. That is a mess. It does look really good underneath all the crap, thankfully. That's slightly reassuring. My best not to wreck any of the wiring while we're at it. I'll hit it with the big bad wheel and let it rip on it a little bit. So yeah. Had a face mask. Safety first. Luckily I already had a few of these because they're hard to get during the whole coronavirus ordeal. Safety glasses and earmuffs are a must. Let's have a go. Alright, I'm going to spare everyone the boring time lapse and let's do it before and after. I think no one really needs to see how it comes along. I'm going to clean it, then we're going to paint it, and then it'll be nice and new looking. Let's have a go. Just digging around this corner with my old scraper here because there's a lot of loose paint and all the stuff on the seam, and we did that. So that's been a hole. Also scraped at this. It's actually like bare metal under there, like it's never been primed. You can see it was primed around the wheel arch where it goes in, but none of that's ever been primed. I've got to do a massive repair here. You can probably, yeah, you get the idea there. There's a hole. Got seal repair to do on that side, so I shall take care of that at that stage. I won't go do anything to it now. Same goes for that. I'm just going to leave it for a minute. We'll get this part cleaned up so I can move on from here, but interesting. It's had some love over the years. I guess that's all just part of it. There's always surprises in an old car. Alright, that's my boot prep. Well, that'll take me a bit over an hour. Like you can see, we found a few more extra holes and whatnot in the boot. They are less than desirable, but they're getting painted straight over at this stage. Boot was not on my plans and things to do to get this car prepped. So therefore, it just needs to be freaking painted so I can move on. And most of it's good. See all the main seams and whatnot? They're all good. So the bolt, except that hole. We'll come back to him at a later date when we do our side repair. For the most of it's pretty good. I am really not too bothered. I will just paint it all white. I'm going to properly prime these areas where they're quite heavily pitted. You can see I've got a small hole. There's a small hole there somewhere anyways. We'll just prep it, paint it, and we can move on with other fun stuff. And yeah, move on from the silly boot. So there it is. Time to paint. Here's a little something I like to do. I'm just going to use my blowtorch here and just run it over the surface I'm about to paint, mainly these areas where there's the worst rust. It just heats the steel up, which means that my drying time is going to be a lot faster. It's probably not recommended on any can by any person at any stage, but I found this works a freaking treat. So I'm just going to go over these bits, lightly stay away from that fuel filler over there and all that sort of thing in that area. Fuel tank's under there, we don't need that too hot. Bit of heat, just heat the steel up a little bit. And I'll probably do that to the prime coat as well, just to speed the whole show up. Don't get too carried away with this. Ew, what's going on there? This comes out funky, doesn't it? It says on the can white primer, it really is. Let's just clean that up fast. Got a little bit off the bottom. I shook that really well too. That's straight up annoying. Anyway. Oh, it really is a white primer. Well, there you go, eh? Whew. So lay the boot up like that. We'll get some top coat on her. Well, I ain't gonna lie, that came up shitloads better than I thought it was going to. It's probably when you paint something nicely, you make the rest of it look worse than what it was. Anyways, that's the prime coat, which I am stoked with. Just let that dry. I will blowtorch it a little bit just to speed the reaction up. I'm going to give it about 15 minutes. It's not what the can says, but the can has got more time than I got. Everything just gets the torch, run over it, nice and fast. If you leave it there too long, like high temperature paints that we work with in exhaust, any of your enamel based paints will they'll actually lift with paint. On old boats you used to use blow torches to get rid of the old paint, same on houses, lead paint used to come off with the blow torch as well. We just want to waver around, heat the product up a bit, speed up the reaction time. Like I say, this is not recommended by anyone, but done it several times, once or twice, you know, and it works, man. It really, really works. So I'll just keep on waving this little guy around, and then I'm going to leave it, like I say, 10 or 15 minutes, and we hit it with some top coat. Well, this is the last can. Jeez. So I only was able to buy one extra can of this gear. That's all I had left on the shelf. I must have bought them out of all of it to use it on the wheels too. So just mixing up the last one. I'm pretty happy with it. Covers reasonably well. That white primer was definitely the key to all this. So I'm just going to go and finish it up with this little fellow. Just get this last bit in here. Cut in all my corners. You can see it's a bit patchy, but it's not rusty, and that's the main thing. So just finishing it up essentially. She's looking nice and white. Let's try and get one more good coat over the whole thing for tonight. And then I can close the boot and just forget about it. It's going to bake for the next couple of weeks, no doubt. There's no real timeline on this project. It's what I get done when I can get it done, essentially. Should really be working on my HQ, but this car I just got, so I guess it's kind of more exciting to me right now. So therefore it's taking up a bit of my time. Plus it really doesn't need a whole lot if I don't get too carried away. Put it back on the road, because this was a registered car up until just recently. I'll finish this up and give you a look at the end product. Well, there you go. Good as new. Except for the holes. They're to drain water. See? I'm genius. Well, I'm super stoked with how it turned out. Primed, enamelled, ready to go, got all in there. Jeez, I'm stoked with that. Let's move back in so I don't trip nothing. Whew. There's one fancy pants boot. Nice new rubber liner in there. I'll finish off the inner wheel wells when I do the repairs. I am beyond stoked. Tick that off the list, even though it wasn't on the bloody list. Cars, there's always something to surprise you. Well, I'm running out of evening, but I thought I'd just tackle one more wheel. These white walls I got cheap because all the white wall is starting to bleed. They're a bit milky, so anyway, I don't care, they were cheap. And that's the wheels that are on the car. The other side I've already put one on. This disc here stays, this fellow goes, so I don't know, thought I might make up a tool, pop this off, get another wheel on the car. So I'm just going to cut a piece of this flat bar here, probably about that long, looks pretty good to me. The old cold cut saw here, let's do him up. Just like so. Bend that over so it's got a hook on it, that way when we've got our new wheels on, and then scratch up that white paint with a pry bar or a screwdriver or something. Let's put him in the vise there. Grab my trusty hammer. Take him just over centre. I'm going to chamfer the inside edge of it so it's got a nice blade edge, I suppose, so it hooks into the cap there. Put a handle on it, it's got something to rip against. Well, she might not be the most ergonomically designed tool you've ever seen, but hopefully it will do the job. Let's find out. Yeah, call that a success. Cool, get this one off, I guess. Let me reinforce my beliefs of why this is such a good car. Look at this. Oh, sorry, that's a bit bright in it. I'll go from back here a bit. Okay, it's just old. There's no real rusting here at all. Apparently still having that shield in there. Where's my finger? There it is. That shield there is like a big deal. That's like always missing. So I'll take that. Yeah, man, all the rails are good. It just needs a good clean up. So I think I'll just give us a quick scuff, clean that muck out of it. I'm actually going to bury a good half an hour or more into this, but due to the miracle of video, the next time you see it, I'll paint it black. Well, polished up our cap. It's not great, but it cleaned up alright. I don't want anything to look too fancy on this car because we're doing more of a survivor build than a rebuild, so there you go. I'm not happy the fact I had to paint it all black. It was so original, it would have been nice to just put it all back to the way it was meant to be, but unfortunately with the type of build we're doing here, I haven't got time to take all the suspension out of the car and rebuild all of that. So, and there was nothing wrong with anything, this car was registered. So we're just going to paint it all black, we'll do the whole underbody the same, and give it a new lease on life. Well, there it is in all its glory. One freshly repainted rim, a new white wall tyre, blacked out wheel arch. Pretty stoked. So that is that. And of course the boot, I am wrapped the boot. Like I say, it wasn't on my list of things to be done. I think it's kind of want to get it out of the way. Really move on to the important things in this car. So that is going to be us for tonight. It's kind of late and it's Easter Eve, so I'm going to go ahead and go home and get ready for the kids' big day tomorrow for Easter. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please do us a favor and do that. That'd be really awesome. And I'll give you more updates on this thing ASAP. Laters.